A very close call for two Brentwood police officers after a suspected drunk driver slammed into their patrol car. News Channel 5's Jonquil Newland is in Williamson County tonight to explain why police say this is a really good time to remind everyone about the move over law. Jonquil.
That's right, Roy. And a big reminder is actually the squad car that got hit. First, I want to point out this front part. Now, this is actually part of the vehicle that hit the squad car in front of it, because if you follow me behind here, as you were saying, Rory, a suspected drunk driver plowed into the back of this squad car, and this is what's left of this squad car. Now, Officer Seth Young was a young man driving this one. It was parked, rather. He and both Officer Destin Legeza were outside of their vehicles helping a stranded motorist. Take a look at some of the dash cam video that was also taken from the squad car as it was struck. Now, as I mentioned, both of the officers were called to help a motorist. She had a flat tire. She was pulled over to the far left shoulder of I-65 around 10:30 on Friday night, and that's where they caught up with her. Now, they were out there on the interstate quite a while, because around 11:30 is when officers believe a suspected drunk driver plowed into the back of Officer Young's squad car. Thankfully, however, no one was injured. I do want to mention, however, the woman that they were initially helping was actually in the back of the squad car that this one hit. She was taken to the hospital just out of precautionary measures. She was not injured, and the driver, suspected of being drunk, actually was arrested and charged by the Tennessee Highway Patrol with suspicion of DUI. Now, coming out back here again, this is just another big reminder of why the move over law is so important. I do want to mention earlier today I spoke with both Officer Seth Young and Officer Destin Legeza. Today is Officer Seth Young's, his wife, due date, and he was driving this squad car. Had he been in the wrong place at the wrong time, what a tragedy that could have been. But we spoke with Officer Young a little earlier this afternoon. Listen to what he had to say.
It's kind of just part of the job. As a police officer, we kind of have to understand that we're putting ourselves in harm's way.
Again, as he mentioned, he's obviously very understanding that once they put on that badge and the gun, I don't think you heard him say any of that. However, he was saying when they go to work, this is what they do. This is what they know they do. And I do want to say, however, congratulations to Officer Young and his wife. As I mentioned, today is their due date. She was with them earlier this afternoon, just sitting there getting ready to have her baby at any point. I'm happy I can report a very good story, but again, it could have been a very tragic story to come out of this. From live in Brentwood, I'm Jonquil Newland, News Channel 5.